Imagine discovering that your automated hiring tool is quietly perpetuating hidden biases without anyone intentionally instructing it to do so. This is not just a theoretical risk. It's a reality many organizations face as algorithms increasingly drive critical business decisions. The unsettling truth is that your digital systems may already be making choices that conflict with your values, all beneath the surface of daily operations. In this episode, we'll break down how unconscious bias finds its way into algorithms and, more importantly, share a proven 5-step audit process that leading companies use to uncover and address these ethical landmines. Understanding these risks is the first step. Next, we'll explore why the generational divide in workplace values is making ethical decision-making even more complex. If you're new here, please subscribe and like, because I share tips to help you improve your career. In many organizations, the ethical landscape is shaped by the generational mix of decision-makers. Traditional loyalty programs once assumed that every employee valued the same incentives, pensions, tenure-based promotions, and long-term stability. But today's Gen Z data scientists and engineers often place a higher priority on purpose, social impact, and mental health than on longevity with a single company. Recent research on Gen Z work ethics highlights that this generation is more likely to seek meaning and ethical alignment in their work, creating friction when legacy systems and older leadership models meet younger employees' values. This tension becomes clear when you look at how companies respond to ethical challenges. For example, the 1982 Tylenol recall at Johnson & Johnson brought together senior executives and younger staff in a crisis. While leadership initially leaned on established protocols, younger voices pushed for transparency and consumer safety, resulting in the industry's first tamper-resistant packaging. This collaborative approach set a new ethical standard and demonstrated the power of generational diversity in problem-solving. Modern tech companies have taken note. At Google, cross-generational ethics councils review new AI features, ensuring that risks are surfaced early in development. These teams blend the experience and risk awareness of older executives with the ethical sensitivity and fresh perspectives of younger employees. IBM's Ethics Audit Rotation program pairs junior staff with senior leaders, encouraging open dialogue and challenging assumptions. This structure allows a 25-year-old data scientist to question a 55-year-old VP about potential unintended consequences in AI training data, leading to more robust systems. The benefits aren't just theoretical. LinkedIn's internal study found that mixed-age teams significantly reduced post-launch ethical complaints. The lesson is not that one generation's approach is inherently better, but that combining perspectives helps organizations identify risks that single groups might overlook. Whether designing chatbots or credit algorithms, the most resilient solutions come from constructive tension and collaboration across age groups. Yet, generational differences don't only affect how teams spot ethical issues, they also shape how companies balance innovation with responsibility. This becomes especially apparent when productivity algorithms and mental health safeguards come into conflict. If you're finding this helpful, please subscribe and like, because it helps us create content that matters to you. Also, if you want to take your skills further, check out our executive education and executive coaching programs at execbeat.com. When AI ethics come under pressure, the stakes are rarely theoretical. Organizations face real-world consequences when their systems overlook the values and expectations of diverse stakeholders. For example, transparency and safety aren't just regulatory boxes to check. They are priorities that employees and consumers actively demand. The well-documented Johnson & Johnson tamper-resistant packaging case shows how stakeholder input can drive industry-wide change. By listening to both customers and employees, the company shifted from crisis response to proactive trust building, setting a new standard for safety that competitors soon followed. In technology firms, similar tensions play out as teams design and deploy AI-driven monitoring tools. Some companies have learned that oversight systems perceived as intrusive can erode trust, especially among younger employees who place a high value on privacy and mental health. Gen Z, in particular, expects open communication about how data is collected and used, and they are more likely to advocate for mental health days or flexible work arrangements. When organizations ignore these values, they risk disengagement and higher turnover. On the other hand, when employees are included early in the design process, such as through privacy impact assessments or advisory councils, systems are more likely to be accepted across age groups. The balance between privacy and risk management is a recurring theme. In financial services, for instance, algorithmic oversight often sparks debate between senior leaders focused on security and junior analysts concerned with anonymity. The most effective solutions come from structured stakeholder analysis, where each group's concerns are weighed and addressed. This mirrors lessons from high-profile business cases, where ethical decision-making required navigating trade-offs rather than seeking a single right answer. Ultimately, ethical AI isn't about abandoning oversight, it's about redesigning it so it works for everyone. Companies that engage diverse voices and build safeguards into their systems see stronger adoption and fewer ethical complaints. This approach doesn't just reduce risk, it creates a foundation of trust that supports innovation and resilience. Understanding how to integrate these perspectives is the next step toward building ethical systems that endure. The most effective organizations don't force a choice between experience and new perspectives, they combine them. Mixed teams consistently identify more blind spots and ethical dilemmas, drawing on established frameworks like the utilitarian and newspaper tests often used in high-stakes business cases. This approach leads to stronger oversight and more reliable outcomes. Take action by forming a cross-generational ethics council within the next 30 days. Task the group with applying the 4 ethical tests: utilitarian, family, newspaper, and mentor to a current AI project. This process encourages open discussion and surfaces risks that might otherwise go unnoticed. If you faced generational challenges in ethical AI decisions, share your story in the comments below. Your insights can help others strengthen their own approaches. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like, because it helps us bring you more free videos. And if you're ready to grow your career, visit execbeat.com to learn about our executive education and coaching.